Hi everyone, we are three filmmakers developing our next documentary film entitled The Religious Test.
The film came about when a friend of mine recently sent me a Gallup poll that showed that 1 in 5 Americans would not vote for a Mormon as president.
The aim and the story of this film is to find out why that is, and we're going to use the 2012 election as a backdrop, which includes 2 Mormon candidates.
What we found interesting was that it seems that society has progressed so much with respect to their willingness to consider different races, different genders. But with religion, it just becomes a really strong sticking point.
And we realized that Mormons aren't being persecuted or necessarily discriminated against on every level, but just the fact that as 3 LDS people, if we were preparing for a life in politics or even running for an office, it definitely has some weight on our minds that 1 out of 5 people say it doesn't matter who the Mormon is, they wouldn't vote for that person. So we thought that's an interesting enough question to find out why that is.
Right, and if there are these people that wouldn't vote for a Mormon because of those reasons, are they legitimate enough reasons? Are they even appropriate in the presidential campaign? Should we look at somebody's background like that, or just listen to what the candidate is actually saying? It's a good question what people really end up doing when they get to the polls.
Mitt Romney took to the stage today and confronted the 800-pound gorilla, his Mormon faith.
What do you think of this whole Mormon issue?
Mormons and Mormonism are now front and center on several of the country's biggest stages, from Broadway to the 2012 presidential campaign.
If I'm fortunate to become your president, I will serve no one religion, no one group, no one cause.
I separate quite distinctly matters of personal faith from the leadership that one has in a political sense.
It's not true. He can't live up to that temple covenant before God and his promise to America through the reporters. He's lying to one of them.
Mormonism now in the national spotlight.
Romney's Mormon faith was used against
him when he lost some speculate can hamper his journey to the White House.
For the one Mormon running for office, those that really believe in God will defeat him anyway.
I'm John Huntsman, and I'm running for President of the United States.
John Huntsman joins Mitt Romney in a Republican primary field that now has 2 Mormons.
Evangelical Christians had a problem with the Mormon. They didn't understand it. Some of them, when you talk to them, they say somehow they think it's a cult.
Well, I'd say that we have real issues to talk about.
To even win a nomination in this country, you have to say you're a person of great faith.
I'm very proud of my Mormon heritage.
Think it'll be an issue in this campaign?
And I don't think so.
The issue of Mormonism in politics is a left-wing, right-wing issue. That is, the left is upset and the right is upset for different reasons.
There's a kind of implicit assumption that everybody who's Mormon is a Republican or should be.
15 members of Congress are Mormon, including the leader of the Senate.
I'm a Democrat because I am a Mormon, not in spite of it.
And the right wing, particularly from evangelicals, suggests something beyond theology in my mind.
And I am not the only American out there who's a little suspicious of these Mormons.
According to a recent poll, just 45% of the nation's voters have a positive view of Mormons. Only atheists and Muslims rate lower.
Mormonism is the trailer trash of all religions.
If you vote for Mitt Romney, you are voting for Satan. Voting for Romney, the influence of Romney, bringing people into the Mormon cult will lead people's souls to hell. That's what I'm concerned. He's not bringing anybody into anything. Would you object to me running for president or being president because of my religion? Not at all, Bill. How about a Jewish person? Not at all.
What is it about a Mormon?
It will give them legitimacy they have never had. What we're dealing with is people frightened that the election of a Mormon president would legitimize Mormonism as an authentic Christian faith.
And when you have the influence of somebody that likes running for president or possibly gets elected to president, people are going to gravitate to that religion.
It'll enable them to achieve their worldwide goals like no other.
The best candidate they have is the least psychotic, the least fringe, is Mitt Romney. Unfortunately for Mitt and the GOP, he's dead on arrival in the South.
I'll vote for Bugs Bunny before I vote for a Mormon.
Southern evangelicals don't believe that Joseph Smith in the Mormon church is anything but a cult. That's not true, but that's what they believe.
I'm an evangelical Christian. I do not believe that Mormonism is a historic Christian faith. But that shouldn't be a disqualification for running for the presidency of the United States.
Sir, would that prevent you from voting for him?
We're breaking barriers in this country all the time. And when people say that because you come from a certain background that you're not able to get from point A to point B, I say nonsense. That's not part of the American tradition.
One thing I'm not going to do in running for president is become a spokesman for my church or apply a religious test which simply is forbidden by the Constitution. I'm not going there.